What's going on? What's going on, everybody? What's happening? Welcome once again to NSP Shy Sports Talk. Come on, NSP. Of course, you know that means not so professional sports talk. Oh my God, it was a wonder why we here today. But we got some things to talk about. I'm here with my son, my co-host. Come on, introduce yourself, boy.
What's up, y'all? Elijah here with my dad today.
Yeah.
Here to talk about some Chicago sports, man.
Oh, yeah, I hear it in your voice, son. I
Yeah.
hear it in your voice, right? So, and then we got my main man here, my engineer, man, my owner deluxe, man, DJ Ty's in the house. All right. So it is good. It is good that we are here. We are excited to be here. It's been a tough week, y'all. It's been a tough week.
Pretty rough.
We need y'all engagement, amen, as y'all are coming in. Engage with us because we want to make sure that we get your content and your comments so that we can have a meaningful discussion about what's happening. All right. So let me see here. I'm trying to see where I'm at. All right. Give me 1 second. Trying to. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm here now. I'm here. All right. So we are here. All right. That's how I get a chance to see where y'all at. I was getting y'all mixed up with my Bible study too. So all right. So listen, we got some things to discuss about. May I dare say the bad news bears over the last couple of weeks.
Definitely.
Oh, right. The bad news bears, man. I'm telling y'all, listen, we came in last week. We were already disgruntled. We were distraught about the game against the Commanders, right? So we talked about the fact that the Commanders game, Caleb did enough at the end. And I don't want to just put it on Caleb because we had some other guys who stepped up like Swift. You know what I'm saying? We had some guys who played really good games. Really good game that week. But they did enough to win that game. They should have come away with that win.
Yeah.
And again, I want to be very clear. What's going on, Sister Carol? I see you in the house. Deacon, who is that? Kenneth Malone. Thank you for coming in, man. Listen, as y'all coming in, hit that share button, all right? Hit that share button, and y'all come in. Let's talk about this for a little while. So, as I was stating, they did enough to win the game. I don't give credit too much to teams when they do the Hail Mary because, to be honest with you, it's just the luck of the draw. It's
just a prayer.
It's a prayer, and I will say, what is your percentage of winning? Of how many people, how many teams win that Hail Mary toss-up? How many people you think that wins? Percentage-wise.
All right, that's probably a good 5 to 10%, I think.
Okay. You agree with that, Ty?
Yeah, or probably less.
Yeah.
Okay.
Less.
It could be less. I'm thinking
Probably
maybe about 3%,
Yeah.
maybe 2% of teams that run that Hail Mary comes down with it. I mean, that's just bottom line. So the Commanders, they got really lucky because we did enough to win that game.
Yeah,
We did enough to win. Our defense shut them down. We shut them down, man, for particularly the whole game. They only scored 4 field goals.
Yeah, they were supposed to be from that week, they were supposed to be the best offense in the league, wasn't they?
Absolutely.
Up until that point.
Up until that point, man. So literally, just at that very moment, that was disheartening, that was heartbreaking, and it was absolutely mismanagement because our coach, Matt Eberflus, yes. Our coach, Matt Eberflus, was supposed to call a timeout and reset, especially after they gave up the 12-yard first down run.
Yeah.
They were supposed to call that particular timeout to regroup, to get everybody set and settled. Am I right about that?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
So when they didn't do that, and they didn't, now you got Tyrod, you got Stevenson out there.
Talking to the
Talking
fans
to
during
the-
the play.
I would have been like, time out, time
As
out.
soon as I seen that,
Man, but of course, now if your quarterback is in the game looking down the field saying, hey, get in the game, get in the game. You the coach,
and you don't see that.
and you don't see it. So we got a
I think
problem.
they should allow players to call timeout. Because, right now, currently, players can't
They
call
cannot.
timeout.
They cannot.
Unless it's the quarterback.
Right.
The quarterback only.
Right, the quarterback only and the coaches.
Right.
So those are the only ones that can call timeout, but nobody else can. Maybe we need to revisit that rule.
Right.
Because I guarantee you,
At least one person on defense.
Yes.
Yeah,
You know
like
what
a,
Should have been like
defensive
timeout,
captain or
timeout.
something like that.
but man, now after that heartbreaking Commanders loss, now we come back and we kind of had optimism about going in because logistically after the bye week, the Bears should have won all three of these games. These three games were essential to us going into the hardest part of our schedule, which starts next week, ladies and gentlemen. It starts next week. Come on now.
In my little heart,
Uh-huh.
I think they're going to beat Green Bay.
I think so,
I'm
too.
praying. Listen, up until
I just really feel like they're going to beat Green Bay.
up until last week when we played the Cardinals, I was so optimistic, and don't get me wrong, I ain't switching up. I'm a diehard Chicago fan. Hint, hint, NSP Sports Talk Chicago, right? So we literally, I'm a diehard Chicago fan, but they disappointed me. The reason why, because there's no way we should have lost that Cardinals game. There's no way. Even after that heartbreaking loss, what strategies did we come back? Now, Cardinals clearly did their homework.
On the run defense
Yes.
specifically, because they ran all over us that whole game.
Yes.
Our offense didn't do nothing.
Our offense did absolutely nothing. Listen, we got beat on every phase of the game last week. It wasn't one phase of that game that we saw that we executed right. We lost on every facet. We was like in quicksand and could not recover. JCB Stokes, what's happening, baby? Kenny Roberts, what's up, dog? What's up? I need y'all to come back with us, man. Interact with us, okay?
I think our offense got something going on in the locker room or something, because we got some attitude problems. Obviously, we can see with DJ Moore.
Yeah.
When he walked, you seen that play when he walked off the field
I mean,
in the middle of
That
Caleb
was
Williams
even worse
scramble?
How he explained it.
Oh,
Like, it didn't even make sense.
Oh,
The attitude about it was just nonchalant.
Exactly.
that is, he was nonchalant about a couple of questionable things he have done this year. Remember, I love his response when they asked him during the press conference. They said, well, what is the disconnect between him and Caleb that he did not have with Justin? And he said it. Hey, Justin had a couple of years up under his belt. Right. He had played the NFL game. This is Caleb's first year. Right. Did I say that right, Justin?
Yeah.
So he was like, we got to get that together. With you having that mindset and that knowledge base right there should improve your attitude when it comes. Get with Caleb and say, hey, this is the tendencies. Let's work. How much of that have you done instead of showing your frustration out on the field? Now, he may have tweaked his ankle. Come on. You was back in there the next play.
Right.
And called a first down pass. So don't give me no crap about your ankle was hurting you and throbbing you so bad where you ended up on the sideline and had a seat. All right, what we got? Kenneth Malone said what? Looking like a lack of discipline and motivation, which comes back to coaching. Somebody needs to get fired ASAP. Boy, Kenneth Malone, you are preaching, Doc. You are preaching. What do you got to say about that comment, Elijah? Come on.
Obviously, yeah, we've been talking about that for the last few weeks. The coaching, everything started with coaching, the motivation, the game planning. The only thing that's on the players, I believe, is the execution of the game planning. I mean, obviously, there's more stuff that's on the players too. But the biggest thing that's on the players is the execution of the coach's game planning. And
because who's calling the defensive plays? Who's
The
calling the
coaches.
offensive plays?
Exactly.
These guys are not calling plays for
Right.
themselves. So what are the coordinators seeing?
Exactly.
And why are no adjustments being made? These Cardinals is not horrible, but they are not one of the team's elite. I mean, the league's elite teams.
They was a team we should have beat.
We should have come out with the
Along
victory.
with the Commanders. We should have.
Absolutely. We should be right now getting ready to go against who is after who is after the Patriots this week? Is it
Green Bay.
It's
right?
Green Bay.
Yeah.
It's Green Bay, and we're at home.
But Green Bay gonna be coming off a bye, so Green Bay don't play this week.
Oh my God! So they getting
gonna have
healthy.
2 weeks to prepare for the Bears.
Getting healthy. That's right. And believe me, what homework are we doing? What homework are we doing where we're ready to come in and execute? And you know just as well I do. Ty, come on, Ty, Elijah. Y'all got to agree with me on this one. When the coach lose the locker room, that's it. That's it.
The rest of the
So
season
look,
gone.
let
Okay.
Let me say, let me address that a little bit. What's his name? DJ Moore did a press conference
Yeah.
this week,
Yeah.
and when they was asking him about that, the way he answered was kind of suspect.
Okay,
So he
okay.
was like, "I don't think the coaches have lost the locker room yet." But
I
you
don't
know,
think
right,
yet.
right. So, but if you confident, you
Right, you just
100%.
right.
Nah, we 100% behind our coach.
Right.
This
You
is
know,
DJ's, what year is he of his professional career? I know he's been with us for the last 2 years,
I
right?
think he's been in the league about 6 years.
So about 6 years.
Yeah.
So he understands when a coach has lost the locker room.
Yeah.
And the fact that
But
they,
DJ Moore, I don't think he was locked in
okay,
from the beginning. Because even in the offseason, when Caleb Williams was doing all those practices and flying the players to California,
Right.
you know, DJ Moore
he never went. He never went. But
Keenan Allen went,
Yeah,
you
he
know,
did.
Doomsday went.
He
you
did.
Know, but
he
yeah,
did.
so DJ Moore was kind of.
And because DJ Moore was kind of soured on Justin leaving.
Yeah.
Let's be clear. But let's go here. Okay, let's respond to some of the comments. Okay, Stokes said JCB. Stokes said coach definitely needs to be fired. He also says Caleb needs to be put in more work. First on the field, last to leave. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Practice makes perfect. Okay, I agree. Caleb and his receivers need to put in extra time together. I totally agree with
But
that.
they did that. At least Caleb tried. Like
Caleb
even
tried
before
to.
he was drafted, he
What
was
you just
calling
said.
in
Like-
the receivers and stuff to California. He
Yeah.
was paying to fly them to California
yes.
to practice with him.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, and that's the
one
thing.
One thing that's consistent, all the coaches are saying Caleb is putting in the work.
Yes.
They all saying
All
that,
of them are saying that.
You know?
All of them are saying he is putting in the work. The disconnect is, first of all, with DJ. DJ, if you can hear me, bro, DJ, stop whining. I'm sorry, stop being a punk right now, man. You know you are a
Stop being
professional. Right. Stop being that. It's time for you to put on your big boy uniform, man, and let's get out there and make some stuff happen. Caleb definitely has to work on doing more with his check downs and little small pass. Stop looking for the long pass all the time. You know,
But is he being taught that though? That's the thing.
it's play calling.
You know?
It's all play calling. He's gonna have to make the adjustment on the line.
It's one thing. Every week, I forgot who it was. I think it's a quarterback. Every week they go on YouTube and do the 22.
Okay.
And then he breaks down like 14 offensive
I know what
plays.
you're talking about. Yeah.
And
I forgot his name.
He shows in that how the offense just suck. Like
yes.
he's like sometimes they all running patterns in the same area.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
it's like confusing.
Now,
to a
whose
brand
fault
new
is that?
quarterback.
Whose fault is
that's
that?
The coordinator. The coordinator's putting those plays together.
The
you
coordinator.
know? And so
Madden got better
when
plays.
you're not setting him up for success,
Then what? Then what we have?
Exactly.
We don't have anything. We got complete chaos on the field. Now, how is it that? And I gotta get you in here, Elijah. How is it that before the bye, Caleb was running? That the offense was starting to find something. They were
Get his
doing check
legs.
down. They weren't going
Just
for the big
moving
play,
it.
which. Again, those check downs, those 5-yard routes, those 10-yard routes,
Yeah,
those
open it
7-yard routes, down the field. We were eating up clock, and then finishing at the goal line. What happened?
That's why I feel like the offensive coordinator is telling him, like, don't look for that, look for this.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because even in one of those breakdowns that he was doing, that the dude was doing on YouTube, he showed, like, okay, this guy's open on the right. But I'm looking at Caleb's eyes and the progression, and his progression is starting on the other side.
Absolutely.
So that's taught.
That's taught.
The play.
Exactly.
That's
You
taught.
know your progression 1, 2, 3, 4. But if your 1 is way over here,
Absolutely.
you're not gonna
You ain't
see
gonna
it
have
how
on the
you
side
gotta
open.
you gotta span all the way back over here to see.
But he was saying, based on the defense, the progression shouldn't be set up that way.
Right,
You
right,
know?
right.
So he's like, I don't know if they just teaching him just to follow his progressions no matter what, or because
They come on, Ty. It's there. You just said it. They are. Shane Waldron is banging that in his head. Follow your progressions, regardless of whatever the defense is showing you.
Right.
Because any great quarterback reads the defense even before they snap. That's why a lot of people, players like, and I can go back, but I'm gonna say Aaron Rodgers. You got Aaron Rodgers. This man looks at and he will change a play in a minute at the goal line. I'm not at the goal line, but at the scrimmage.
Patrick Mahomes.
Line of scrimmage.
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick
do the
Mahomes.
same thing with Travis Kelce.
Yes.
They be playing free for all in the middle of a game, and they be going crazy. What they 8-0?
But
Now?
they 8-0. Why?
and
Because
Komet don't exist.
Exactly.
Komet, you mean 2 games? You targeted him twice in 2 games?
Yeah, that's horrible.
After he went crazy, what game was that he went?
That was
crazy?
when they was in London.
Exactly,
Yeah.
against the Jaguars.
Against this man went ballistic,
crazy.
and you targeted him two
times in 2 games.
I'm sorry, I heard my boy saying it right here. Chloe, First Lady, James, my cuz on the line. What's happening, bro? What's happening? Let me see. JC Stokes said he needs to learn defense because he should know where he's going depending on the absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
The only comeback I got to that is if my coach is telling me this is the progressions I want you to take. I don't want you to deviate from that.
Right.
He
Right.
can't. If he's being taught to follow these progressions no matter what,
I agree.
he can't change it.
Oh man.
Because then now he got to go back to the sideline.
Right,
You
get
know
yelled
what
at
I'm
by the
saying?
coaches.
Come on. Right, they going back to the side.
He got to go back to the sideline, and now the offensive coordinator tell him, "No, I told you to do this." And you know what I'm saying? So we
Exactly.
don't know what's going on behind the scenes that's forcing him to be a different player.
It is
now.
obvious
You
that
know?
he's being instructed. You follow these plans. He's a rookie quarterback, right? But he's gonna. If you notice, he's tired of it now, though.
Oh, yeah, he's
you
tired
see
of it.
his face. He's tired.
Yeah.
I expect to see a change this tomorrow.
Yeah, me too.
Tomorrow, I expect to see a change in the way he's approaching the game
Yeah.
because now it's making him look bad.
Exactly.
Because now people are questioning him. Elijah, what you got to say about that, man?
What was that? Against the Jaguars when they brought in that like the high tempo plays. I feel like that allowed him to do what he do.
Yes.
No huddle.
Yeah, the no
Yes.
huddle offense. I felt like he was comfortable. He was moving the ball tremendously. But now they brought him back to you do this and you run it like I said and you do this play. Look at all the progressions I told you to do. Now, like I said, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but it's just like you can't keep changing it up on him because he got to get used to one way. And you keep changing the ways, like the tempos, and how fast he playing and all that stuff.
So that's gonna confuse him.
Exactly,
That's confusing him because now, Caleb. Let's be honest. From what we have seen through these 8 games, it's 8 games, right? So through these 8 games, 8 more to go. We've seen that this man is legit. Caleb is a legit quarterback. He is an NFL. He was NFL ready. He is the best offensive weapon in the league. I'm talking about as far as rookies right now. I know they got Jayden Daniels up there, but Jayden Daniels, let me tell you, the difference is it's the structure that surrounds him.
Exactly.
It's the offensive line, 100%.
100%.
Like you can't run any plays if as soon as you say hike, you got defensive players
right
in your
his
face.
You cannot.
No routes can be ran that way.
Exactly.
No.
Like, it takes time to run the
Exactly.
route.
Absolutely.
So if he doesn't have time in the pocket to let the routes develop,
then
you can't
you
win.
cannot win like that. and then not only that, but you got the same offensive coordinator, forgot his name, but the same offensive coordinator that they have is the one that Caleb requested to come to Chicago. But they ignored him.
Yeah.
They ignored him and brought in Shane Waldron, which now we can see he needs to be done the same way that Lou Getz got done with the Raiders, and they need to cut ties with him right away.
See, unfortunately, I don't care who you bring in as a quarterback or offensive coordinator.
You
If
need a
your
line.
Offensive line suck. You can't win. Like, any quarterback needs time for the routes to develop.
I agree.
You
Exactly.
I
can't
agree.
have any of your receivers running a 10-yard route if you don't have the time for him to run that
And now
route.
we got another problem. Our
seconds.
offensive line is depleted from injuries now.
Right.
The ones we did have, the decent ones we did have,
Right, I was about to say
banged up.
The bad offensive line is worse now.
It just went from bad to worse.
Bad to worse.
You talking about, so we talking about injuries, right? Y'all check this out. Injury report. Karan Amaje, defensive tackle, out. Yep. Braxton Jones, offensive tackle, out. Darnell Wright, offensive tackle, out. Jaquan Brisker, out. Andrew Billings, defensive tackle. He's
Billings
on injury
out?
reserve.
Yeah.
Now
Was
he
he
might.
out last week?
No, he got hurt last week. Billings got hurt last week.
But he could be upgraded. We don't know. But right now he's out. Daryl.
Didn't Billings ties Peck? Tear Peck or something?
Oh.
Right, he out. For
He's out for the
IR.
season.
Yeah, he on IR.
He on injury reserve.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's done for the
He
season.
was having a decent season.
Then we got Daryl Taylor, defensive end, questionable. Noah Sewell, questionable. Ryan Bates, injury reserve. Bill Murray, injury reserve.
They're going to take Ryan Bates off injury reserve today.
Okay, so they talking about taking
practice all week.
Okay, so they saying that they're gonna that Ryan Bates is gonna be taken off injury reserve today.
Yeah.
So we should hear something about that later. We still got Coleman. We still got Scales, Webster, Wheeler. All of these guys still on injury reserve. The Bears.
The alphabet.
Oh my God. We're dealing with some stuff, y'all. I still think we got enough to pull this off tomorrow.
Yeah,
I think we got enough. But Caleb, in my opinion, Caleb gonna have to start doing him.
Definitely.
He gonna have to start doing. Stop looking for the long
To
passes.
make DJ Moore happy, he definitely going to have to start.
But even with DJ Moore gonna have to shut up. Why? Because he got to understand the pressure that this man has. Hike. You got defensive tackles. You got defensive ends in your face. Yeah. So understand where this man is. If he want to get mad at anybody, why don't he go to these O-line and get on them? You a veteran. Right. Get on that O-line and say, hey, protect this dude. I'm just saying, man. So we got the Patriots tomorrow. Drake May coming in. They suck.
The Bears defense gonna maul.
They suck.
Defense they got embarrassed last week, so I don't think the defense gonna go out like that.
Oh no, the
Kyler
defense.
Gordon gonna be back.
Gordon is gonna be back.
Gordon's
Yeah,
back. Perfect.
Yeah, Gordon is gonna be back.
Yeah, he ready to hit something anyway.
From Gordon.
Oh, yeah. They missed that big time.
That would have stopped that. That would have helped at least with the run.
Yeah.
Man, okay, so we got Kyler Gordon is coming back.
Perfect.
Let me see.
Brisker out, but they signed another safety.
Baby,
so
when you text me.
Play tomorrow.
Okay, I don't know about the comment. Best offensive rookie. Hey, Jay, let me tell y'all, that man is the best offensive rookie. He does not have the same thing or the same attributes as what I'm talking about. Not attributes, but he doesn't have the same supporting system as what's old boy? Jaden Daniels. He does not have that same. Jaden Daniels got a good offensive line. He got good coaches behind him. They are literally doing things to protect this man. I guarantee you, if the roles would switch and Jaden Daniels was in Chicago and Caleb was in Washington, the world would be Caleb crazy right now.
And Jaden would be running for his life in Chicago.
Jaden would be running for his life.
The quarterback that was gonna play for the Bears
I'm telling you, Caleb would be having the year like no other. I'm telling you right now, they'd probably be undefeated with Caleb there.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Not to go off of what you were saying, but the safety that he was just talking about, they just signed his JT Woods.
Okay.
Wherever he's from, I don't know. I don't know what team he came from.
Okay, so we signed
I think he was a free agent.
Is a couple of running backs and rookies, receivers that they are doing good, man. They are. I agree with that. But nobody makes a greater impact than that quarterback. Right now, Caleb being on this subpar team is still one of the league leading rookies, offensive rookies. Right now, I think he's only behind maybe 2 or 3 people. That's it. So right now you got other guys who are doing great because of their supporting staff that's around them, man. They got great linemen. They got great offensive linemen. Their Ty just said it right now. What makes it so bad for Caleb is that he does not have time to let the offense develop. He has to run for his life. Last week, 42 times that man was running for his life. 42 out of one game.
Got sacked 6 times.
Sacked 6 times.
By a team that only had 6 sacks for the season.
Did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch that? A team that only had 6 sacks for the season sacked this man 6 times last week. It is something wrong in Hallis Hall. And that is our offensive line. It sucks. And our coaching is likewise. So, in my opinion, now, maybe y'all can talk to me. I think the Eberflus is pretty much cooked.
Yeah. I think so.
No matter how good they do.
They're not going to fire him in the middle of the season, though, so everybody can get that out there.
Not unless he do something extremely stupid like lose against the Patriots.
I still don't think they're going to fire him during the season.
I hear you.
Like, the McCaskey have never allowed their management to fire a coach in the middle of the season.
Agree.
In the whole existence of the Bears, that's never happened. They've never allowed that to happen.
I agree.
And he got 2 years left on his contract. So he's going to play out this season. Just on the financial side of it, they're not going to fire him doing.
I agree.
We may be lucky to for them even fire him at the end of the season, knowing that he got 2 years left on his contract.
At some point, now Ryan Poles got to look at it and say, okay, am I saving my job too? Am I saving myself? Because we've given him praise. He brought in some stuff.
Well, you know what? Let's go back and revisit that. All the way back when Ryan Poles was first hired. Remember, there was a team in place that picked the coaches before Ryan Poles was even hired.
Right.
So he wasn't even able to really hire his own coach then.
Ooh.
He picked Eberflus out of that little bucket of coaches that was given to him.
That was his best option.
You see what I'm saying? Right. So he didn't necessarily pick Eberflus on his own.
Okay, but
so
I
that's
guess
really not his coach.
but didn't they have history together? That's what I thought.
No, they didn't have no history together.
I could have sworn that they said they had history.
Poles came from Kansas City. And,
right.
You know, Eberflus came from the Colts.
Right, I know that.
And then he played under what's the coach name from L.A.? What's his name?
Shanahan?
No.
You talking about the Rams head coach?
Yeah.
Is it Sean McVay?
Right.
Okay.
He was kind of under the Sean McVay system. You see what I'm saying? So they didn't even know each other. So when Ryan Poles was hired, they gave him this small list of coaches. These are the coaches you can pick from, and you get one of them. Because they put like a little team together that picked these coaches.
Man.
And then they picked Ryan Pace, and they was like, here's your list.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I get that. So now what he has to do now is save his job. Because now you got this guy as a president now, named Warren.
Yeah.
And Warren.
I think it's gonna change. If they fire, I think Ryan Poles is gonna be able to now.
Absolutely.
Because I feel like Ryan Poles picked the coordinators. I don't even think Eberflus You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
I don't think Eberflus actually went out and picked the coordinator.
I agree.
I think that was all set up by Ryan
Poles. It was. I think those coordinators were absolutely chosen by Ryan Poles. Here it is. Kevin Warren now is going to supersede. Kevin Warren said, "I want to win." Now you trying to get this stadium. Let's go politicking wise. You trying to get this stadium built for a losing team? No, you want to give the city a reason to say, "Hey, we're willing to invest in this," because you're asking the city for $2 billion.
Yeah.
You asking the state, not just the city. You asking the state for $2 billion, and they match your $2 billion. So you're asking them to help fund this program or this new stadium project. For a losing team, they could never get this money for the Sox.
No.
They never.
Talking about moving to Nashville. So
Exactly. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna happen. But definitely, my thing is now you gotta give the people, because Chicago, and I'm gonna say this right here, y'all listen to me good. Chicago deserves better. Come on, I need y'all to talk to me.
Ben Johnson?
Yes, Chicago we deserve better. We're not getting anything from the Bears or the Bulls or the Blackhawks or the Sox or the Cubs.
Man, we've been losing since I've been born. Since I started watching sports.
Did y'all know that Ben Johnson actually, it was put out there that Ben Johnson wanted to coach the Bears.
Yes.
But they kept Eberflus.
Yep.
So he didn't even look for another job. He just stayed with the Lions.
He did.
Right.
And it's like, well, I'm just going to stay here and finish this out. So if the Lions go to the Super Bowl or win a Super Bowl this year, Ben Johnson going to be out of there. And I think he'll go to the Bears.
No. There was other teams interested in Ben Johnson.
OC, right? He turned it down.
And he turned it down.
Yeah.
He turned it down because he specifically wanted the job.
Yep.
So what he did was went back to Detroit to see how Eberflus would do this year.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you right now, 8 weeks in, they already know who the next coach is.
You know these conversations behind the scenes go on. Poles probably told him, "Look, I'm gonna give him another year.
Yeah.
If this don't go right, I'll be back." You know,
he should have started over.
And I'm sure.
What he should have done, and that's what I don't like about Ryan Poles. He should have just reset the clock. He should have reset it.
Said.
Yeah, he should have reset everything with the coach. And I know they brought him back because of the contract. Let's be clear.
And let's keep it 100. He's a great defensive coordinator.
Yeah, he is.
We can't take that away from
him.
Yeah,
he is.
Okay, he had a bad couple of games, but in totality, he rebuilt the defense of the Bears.
Yeah, he did. He did.
So you can't take all last season away from him and the beginning of this season just because he had a bad 2 games.
Yeah, I agree.
And they're gonna come back this week and be the same defense they was. I could almost guarantee.
I can guarantee you that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
we're gonna have some defensive touchdowns.
He's back because of what he did to the defense.
I agree.
And now if you reset the whole clock, now you really starting over defensively too.
Yeah.
Because remember, we lost our defensive coordinator mid-season. So they would have had to start over.
That was a defensive coordinator that was trained by Eberflus, though. He was running
Eberflus system.
System. And I think that's what's going on with Washington right now. That's why he probably not let him call plays yet, because he's still learning the system.
Absolutely.
But by the end of the season, I guarantee Washington will be calling the defense.
Absolutely. And I'm thinking more so quickly than not. Now, maybe within the next couple of games.
With this heat on,
With the heat on, he's going to definitely try to get himself back acclimated with the offense now. He's going to try to be that captain of everybody. But to be honest with you, I think it's sinking sand. Because my man is not going to recover to the point where Ben Johnson is not going to be here next year.
I agree with that.
I'm telling you. Ben Johnson is on his way to Chicago. Everybody know it. Eberflus had mid-season. I said it in the beginning when we first did the first show that we'll know by November where every team stands, where every coach stands. We'll know. Now, some teams already just say, "Hey, get out of here. We don't need Raiders."
And for a caveat, let me throw this out there. Just because the person that Caleb Williams wanted as an offensive coordinator is the offensive coordinator of the Commanders. Don't mean he can't be hired as the head coach next year.
No, it don't mean that, especially doing this good.
Because no matter what contract you have as a coordinator, you can always get an upgrade and be able to get out of that contract. Yeah. So as long as somebody hire him a head coaching job or assistant head coaching job,
at least
he can leave the Commanders. He could get out of that contract.
Here's one scenario that I have that Eberflus will be walked out the door mid-season. I know we already discussed that probably won't happen. More likely that it won't happen than it will. But lose against the Patriots, lose against Green Bay. Get out of here. Get out of here.
I don't know.
Get out of here.
I think he's going to make it through the season.
I'm not disputing that because historically the Bears, McCaskey family have not done that.
Kevin Warren may change it.
But Kevin Warren might change that.
He's the wild card.
Yeah.
He's the wild card.
I think if we lose against Green Bay at home, we lose against Patriots, I think that's enough to make a case.
This is my question to that, though. If that happens,
it's sinking sand anyway, then.
This is my question. So if that happens, we fire Eberflus, right? Who steps up?
Who? Okay.
And then when they do step up, who's to say they won't be any better than just keeping Eberflus down the rest of the season?
They're not even looking now to sign. They're not even looking. Now what we're doing is looking to get through the rest of the season.
Right.
So why not just keep him?
I agree.
You can't do any better by firing him.
I agree. They did mention this one guy. I forgot his name, but on the Cap and Hoodie show, they mentioned this one guy that's in the organization now that could step up and be that leader. I forgot his name.
Okay.
I forgot his name, but they said that one guy that could it wouldn't be Shane Rosner.
I think Washington was a head coach before.
Okay.
So I think he was a head coach before, and it's somebody that's on the offensive side that was a head coach. That was a head coach too.
Right. It's one of I forgot his name.
They got like 15 people on the offensive side.
Exactly. And they can step up and take
coach,
over.
Assistant quarterback coach, offensive.
And I even said
offensive pass coordinator. And they got all time.
Man, I even said step back in and call Bill Belichick in. Let him finish the rest. That ain't gonna happen. But call Bill Belichick in.
Brian Poles if they do that because Belichick wants to be his own general manager.
Oh no, we can't.
That's
do that.
what he did for the Patriots. You see what I'm saying?
That's hence why he's not a head coach right now. So he gonna have to come off them standards. Yeah. But I said call in Bill Belichick. Let him finish up the season, depending on what he do.
Yeah, he ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
I mean, complete control.
Oh no, we can't do that. Yeah, I mean, come on now. So, but that was my thought.
I got my feelings about Belichick anyway because once
Tom Brady
left, his team sucked.
Yes,
that was really bad.
Yes, they.
So was it the coach or was it the player?
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
It was a player.
Tom Brady went to the Bucs and won another Super Bowl.
Belichick
just never recovered.
No, never. They got worse until they had to fire.
So I got my feelings about him. Man.
I get it. I get that.
I think he just got lucky.
I get that
with the players.
So we got New England in here tomorrow. Drake May coming. We talked about the Bears. Ty already talked about it. The Bears. All right, y'all. So we talked about the Bears. Defense should return and recover. Ain't that something? Excuse me, y'all.
Talking about Drake May in them, that remind me of who's the Broncos quarterback? I forgot his name. That
Bo
rookie,
Nix.
Bo Nix. Him and what's they call Sean? What's his name? Sean Payton. That I don't know. Like I think they doing good.
Sean Payton is a quarterback guru. Like
yeah. That's his field right there.
Right.
Because that boy Bo Nix over there
He
balling.
like the Sean McVay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they have
And maybe that's the disconnect with the Bears. We need an offensive-minded head coach.
That was my point. Because like he got Bo Nix over there balling, and who was their last quarterback before Bo Nix?
That was
if you remember.
What's his name? He played for Pittsburgh now.
Russell
Wilson.
Russell Wilson. Yeah.
They had a lot of slander on Russ when he was in Denver. But
Russ doing okay.
Yeah, he doing. I think he doing good at Pittsburgh.
So was they right for benching Justin?
Yeah.
They was right.
Yeah.
They was right.
Yeah.
They was right. It's like night and day.
Yeah.
It's like night and day.
Justin can't read defenses. Like that's the same problem he was having in Pittsburgh this year. That's why my favorite coach of the world. I wish he could have came to the Bears, but
who's that?
He made the decision and benched him.
He did.
What's the coach's name?
Oh my God.
What's his name?
Oh how we got to get
right. He my favorite coach.
Oh,
Made me get a blank. Hold on. Steelers.
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin, right?
Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin. That's the guy.
Well, yeah,
That's the guy.
he don't play, man. He never have played, and he's going.
DJ Moore wouldn't have did that.
Oh
For
no!
Mike
Oh
Tomlin's team.
no!
What?
Oh no!
Not
Oh
on
no!
this team.
And that's why I said have Eberflus lost the locker room.
Exactly.
Have all of these go when you got the players that got to call the coaches into a staff meeting and say, hey, you need to coach us harder. You need to be more sturdy. You need to be defined in what you're doing. So again, that is very critical that we understand, man, that once you as the leader have lost the locker room, man, it's hard to regain that respect because now you got guys that don't respect you as such and they're not listening. So you need to maintain that. They're not doing that to Mike Tomlin.
No.
His players know who's the coach of that team. Regardless of, hey, listen, Russell Wilson, decorated quarterback, already an all-star, already one of the league's best, but he knows who's the coach of that team. I guarantee you, he's not going up in there giving that man no flack, no attitude. He's doing what's expected of him. Again, we talk about the Bulls with Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was the player, but he was also the motivator. He was the one that demanded. And come to find out, 90% of the players, or 99% of the players that played with him didn't even like him. They didn't like. They liked him as a player. But as that guy that was driving,
as a leader,
right? Because he drove them, man. And when they did stuff, when they did something out of line, he was in their tails. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking for with Caleb, and it's coming. It's coming. It's already started happening.
Yeah.
Even in this rookie year, he just started. Oh man, DJ Moore, man, little bro, man, he be fussing at us, man. No, he's going. You can see that Aaron Rodgers effect taken already with Caleb Williams because he's on these receivers now. He tried to hold back as a rookie and try to get acclimated, but now he started to say, "Hey,
by the end of the season, Caleb gonna be in Rand Paul's office like, look, man,
yes, sir."
Eberflus got to go.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
For real.
yeah. I think that
It's me.
conversation.
We already know how that's going to go.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
sir. Yes, sir. His father already making comments online. So the Patriots come in tomorrow. Defense, I believe the defense is going to score for us. I believe we're going to have some major turnovers, or at least put us in position of scoring.
Yeah.
I believe that even with a depleted offensive line, that their defensive strategies don't really amount to a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I still think the Bears going to come off with the win tomorrow. If they don't, it's going to be tragic for all. But I think the Bears come away with this one. I'll give them.
Have a decisive win tomorrow.
They do.
Caleb Williams has to play
Yeah,
above average.
I agree.
He has to play above average.
All right, so let's get those predictions. 21-3.
Woo. That's your prediction?
Yeah,
Woo.
21-3.
Whoa.
Me personally, in my brain, I got a history of like over predicting like all the time.
Yeah,
So I'm
like
gonna
I did last week.
I'm gonna go 14-6
14-6. All right, what you got, Ty?
Bears.
I got 21-3 Bears.
28-17.
28-17?
Yeah.
You think the defense gonna give up 17?
Yeah.
All right. 20.
But that's still that's their average though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's their average.
But who have they played?
I'm talking about for the season. Not even for the season. From
talking
probably
about-
like the game 8 of
Oh, you talking about the Bears?
all the way up until
Okay.
now. The Bears, they average
Giving up
between
about
17, 18 points.
Okay.
Game. So I think they're gonna give up their average.
Can I change mine or no? I can't change it now.
No, you can.
Okay, Todd said I can change it. It's here on NSP Sports Shop. Hey man, Todd said I can change it. So, all right. I'm still giving the Bears 21. And that's simply because of the depleted line. If they offensive line was there, I'd probably give them about 30.
I think the Bears gonna get some turnovers. That's why I'm saying 28.
Okay.
Because if you get Caleb, if you get an offensive short field, I think they'll get some scores in.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So if they only got to drive 30, 40 yards for a touchdown, I think they'll get that.
Yeah.
You know,
so let's go
think,
28-14. You got 28-14?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said 17, 28-17.
I'm going 28-14.
Okay.
All right.
I'm sticking with 14-6.
14-6. That's a low scoring game.
If I go up, they not gonna do it.
The reason why I feel like, because Drake May is not a bum either.
He's not.
And the Patriots have been scoring some points.
They have.
So
last week they played a pretty good game. They lost, but they played a good game.
I don't see them almost shutting them out with just 3 points. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
They're gonna score some points. Probably. So I give them 17, 2 touchdowns and a field goal. You know.
I'm using reverse psychology on the universe right now because the universe they be like they go total opposite of me. So I'm going total opposite of it. I hope it works.
So let's go with it. Hey, I need y'all predictions. Y'all come on. Put y'all predictions. What is the score going to be? What is the score going to be?
If it worked, that's the only
well,
that's the
only way I call it. Say the Patriots going to win then.
Yeah. You right. I'm going to go
I'm going to need you to go complete opposite.
You're right. I'm going to go 17-7 Patriots.
All right, so we got that 17-7.
17-7 Patriots winning.
All right. So we got that going. Check this out, y'all. NSP, Lord, excuse me. Keep talking, y'all.
Oh yeah. We still on the Bears, so we're gonna move to the Bulls. Move to the Bulls.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Look, I don't watch much Bulls because they suck right now. But.
They are terrible. We're gonna move to the Bulls though. We're going to start with, who was Zach LaVine? Was he out that?
Yeah, he was out. Zach LaVine was out.
I'm sorry,
Zach
y'all.
LaVine.
I'm sorry about that, y'all.
So good. We moved to the Bulls now. We got Zach LaVine. He was out last game. Lonzo's still out, I believe.
Yeah.
Who else out?
Lonzo was out. Is he still?
I don't know if he out.
I don't know if
I think they
those
play
10 days
tonight,
up?
right?
Yeah.
I know he didn't play in the last game. Was that last night or the night before? He didn't play.
Yeah, that was
when they played
the night before.
Yeah, he didn't play.
He didn't play.
Yep.
Yeah, so
I mean,
they got to get back.
Didn't play.
Yeah,
listen, these injuries, we got to get tougher because this don't make no sense that every year we dealing with these same injuries, man, these same guys that's going out for games. We cannot afford for you guys to be out. Get up in there, hard-nosed, play.
Especially Zach LaVine, we can't be affording.
Man, I mean, we're already a depleted team. And now we're talking about the Bulls. We struggling, man. We're struggling. Shy.
It's not a team in Chicago we can be proud of right now.
Not one.
It's hard to be a diehard Chicago fan right now. So, y'all, listen, pray for a boy like us, man. We going through some things right now. Literally, last week, I went into a mini depression. When I'm looking at the game and I'm sitting up there saying, all right, so Bears about to come back. They're about to score. When I saw that they literally could do nothing, I was just like,
couldn't even move the ball.
We couldn't even move. We going three and out.
Every time.
Man, offensive line, man. Offensive line.
Yeah.
That's 99% of the problem, I feel, is offensive line. Because if you notice, every time Caleb have any time in the pocket, he's able to find receivers. But when he doesn't have time, when he has to run around and do all this stuff to avoid sacks, then that's when it becomes a problem.
Absolutely.
But when he can step back in rhythm, he hit DJ Moore.
Man, I agree. I agree.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, he's not one of those.
Then we had Allen drop a ball that hit him dead in the chest.
Absolutely, dead in the chest.
You know what I'm saying? So
come on, it's Keenan Allen.
It's like, man. So the Bears
made a sick pass though to Odunze on the side.
Yeah.
And he didn't catch it. I'm
man,
like, oh my goodness.
And then when I believe DJ, he threw one to him. That DJ literally stopped running. And then when he realized that, he tried to pick up speed, but it was too late then. If he would have kept going straight full speed, it would have been a score.
It would have been a touchdown.
Literally, we give the blame to Caleb on the stuff he do, right? Underthrowing passes, things of that nature.
Yeah,
but when he do,
been kind of off too.
Yes.
He admitted that.
He admitted.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know what's going on.
He did.
I've been practicing all my life to be accurate. I'm like, I don't know.
And it's nothing but the system that got him off balance, man.
Man,
So
please, he's scared. Every time I say hike, I know I'm about to get popped.
Man,
I can't throw accurate either because I'm looking
For real. He looking over his shoulder trying to throw deep balls.
He is because now they got him looking around.
Right,
you
you
know.
shivering.
So you're not even looking at your reads. You ain't even looking at your reads.
Exactly.
Your first option, second option. You looking at the lineman
You
first.
trying to get the
See?
ball up before you get take a shot.
Man, I tell you. So we got the Bulls coming up tonight.
Who they play?
Who they play tonight? Chicago Bulls. They play Atlanta. Atlanta, who is 4-6.
They've been playing.
They 4-6. We 3-6. So
Trae Young, yeah.
Didn't they start off?
They started off good. They started off great.
Wow,
they lost the last 6.
Wow. Cause I know they was undefeated at one time.
They started
off.
off.
No, my bad. That was Cleveland.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they still
Cleveland.
undefeated. But
Cleveland
Trae Young,
been snapping.
I didn't know they record,
And
but I
we
know
playing
Trae
them
Young.
Monday.
Trae Young and they rookie, they started off the season pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
They rookie
4-6.
just dropped 30 the other night actually. I forgot that they rookie from France, they #1 overall pick.
Just dropped 30.
He dropped 30 the other night.
Okay. So my point, my thing is, man, we got to get healthy. We got to stay healthy.
Yeah.
Alonzo, you've been out too long. For you to come back and then now wrist, you back out again?
For 10 days.
I mean, seriously, man, we got to get healthy. We got to get. I don't know what's going on with our trainers.
Man to make the easiest millions ever.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Millionaire cheerleader sitting from the
Oh,
sideline.
my
So I've seen first of all, the Bulls been doing this. They've been letting themselves go into a hole early in the game, and they have to battle back from these 20-point deficits.
They was doing that last year.
Exactly.
They was doing that
But
last
how many times you gonna be able to do that?
Right.
So hence we got 3 wins and 6 losses
And that's why
because you can't keep doing that.
Exactly. That's why they lead the league in clutch games.
Yeah.
Like clutch time games. Almost every game with 5 minutes left, we are pushing back within 5 points. When all we gotta do, their biggest thing for me, from what I can see, they need to stop allowing so many points.
Yes.
Like our defense, we allow too many easy points. I don't know if y'all seen Luka. He made the defense look stupid last week. He made Patrick Williams. He stood there, didn't jump, didn't move, just threw it off the backboard and made it.
I agree.
I get that. Luka, he did. But like Patrick
But where's
Williams,
our defensive presence?
Patrick Williams supposed to be one of our best defenders, and he's just sitting there looking stupid.
Our defensive presence is not there. Bottom line, what made
They play like a West Coast team.
I was about to say
Exactly. Like
what
Golden
made the
State or
Bulls
something
so
like that.
good during Thibodeau's reign and during Jackson's reign, they was all defensive team. No, they was first all defensive team. My thing about it is that the reason why the Knicks are good now is because Thibodeau drives defense. Now we got Billy Donovan, which
Anthony Towns over there snapping.
Balling.
Oh yes,
Man.
I think he mad at Minnesota though. I can't wait for that game.
But
He's mad at Minnesota.
look at we passed up what that coach Oduko.
Yeah, the Celtics old coach.
Now remember, we was actively pursuing him, but then when Billy Donovan became available, all bets were off. They went after Billy Donovan. Had one phone call with this man, the new GM. Had one phone call with Billy Donovan. Got on a plane and went to him. Sat at that man's house and convinced him to come to Chicago. I mean, they went all out after Billy Donovan. Now remember,
You think Billy Donovan a bad coach?
do I think he's a bad coach? I'm okay, and this is what Ty. This is what I got to say this in our last couple of minutes. OKC, look at what he had to work with. You had one of the greatest offensive players, 2 of the greatest offensive players, 3 Westbrook, James Harden, Kevin Durant.
What?
And then that's not even including the rest of the guys that was on the team.
Serge Ibaka. We had.
There was
Andre
no
Rosen.
reason why they.
That lineup was
They should
sick.
have won. They
That's
should have won.
you had. Are we off? Okay. You had Golden State down
You had them.
3-1. There was no way you were supposed
They
to
win
let them
one more
come back.
game. They had that.
One more game,
championship
you had the championship.
They had that championship.
No way you were supposed to let them come back.
Right.
But then you didn't run it back. Then remember Detroit beat the Bulls that last time in '88. The Bulls Michael Jordan went home for 3 weeks and came back. And the whole team came back to training camp because they knew all week, let's run this back.
Right.
Bulls ran the 90s from that point on.
Michael Jordan did get beat. It was like, oh, they good. I might want to go play with them.
Exactly. And that's what I fought it. I'm sorry. I fought
I'm saying
Kevin Durant.
about that team, man.
That team was ridiculous. They was ridiculous. And then they was all in their
James
prime.
Harden was on the
team
team.
was
Oh my
nasty.
God.
This was your
That
sixth
was
man.
James Harden
This
coming
was
up-
your sixth man off the bench.
That
What?
team was sick.
That
They
team
would,
was
if
nasty.
they would have ran it back, they would have
would've
won.
They
They would have won.
I keep telling
They just
everybody
needed that playoff experience. 3-1 down was heartbreaking that they let Golden State come back. But guess what?
That
That
next
I
season.
would have ran it back. I would have ran it back. Let's run this back.
Let me look at
Now,
that roster.
since then, Billy Donovan progressively have gone down.
Yeah.
I mean, every team that he have had,
So is he like a Belichick of the
I think so.
NBA?
I think maybe.
Let's go with it.
I'm thinking. They talk about how great he is as a player development coach. They talk about how good he is. Okay, Kenneth Malone said the Bears gonna win 17-9. 17-9. Okay, all right. 17-9. Any other predictions? Put them up, y'all. 17-9. Okay, so I'm thinking that maybe we missed the boat by not getting Udoka.
That's what I was gonna say. I would say Billy Donovan. I'd say he's not a bad coach. There's just better options
Yes,
that we had.
So he like a Doug Collins.
could be.
He
I
can
like-
only get you so far,
yeah,
and then you
exactly.
need that next coach to come in.
We need
and
that
put
next
you
coach
over
to
the
push
top.
us.
You've had how many years with the Bulls now? Four.
It's
This your
been-
fourth
yeah,
year,
it's about his fourth season.
and we were better when you first came because of what we had. We have gone down every single year. A player development coach keeps us at least around the conversation. There's no interest for replicable players coming to Chicago. Nobody wants to come here that's a good player because there's no future. There's no future. Even my man DeRozan went over there to Sacramento and he's playing meaningful minutes.
I mean, DeRozan, he balled out in Chicago.
He
but
did.
His type of play
I get it.
didn't fit
It's dated.
the Bulls system.
So where's that system now, though, Ty? Where's that system now? That's the problem. That we can't. If we're gonna be a high octane, high running, motivated or a speed team, then we got to do that every night. We got to do it. We got to do it every night. We got to run that ball. We got to develop that distributing the correct way.
I'm trying to figure out, like, are the Bulls trying to tank this year?
That's what I'm trying to figure out,
That's what
too.
it seemed like. Because I think K.C. Johnson was
Okay,
talking about
okay.
this yesterday
Okay.
on the 670 The Score
Right.
about they still actively shopping Zach LaVine.
Yeah,
and now
I seen
they're
that too.
actively shopping Vukovic.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So
I heard
they're
that
getting
too.
rid of people. So I think they really trying to tank.
If
the
they
year.
do that, then they are. They're going into a full rebuild.
Yep.
And if that be the case, you need to go out there and see what other coaches we got out there because what we going to do with Billy Donovan?
Right.
I mean, seriously.
I think they're trying to get that kid
It's
from
somebody-
Duke.
Yeah, it's somebody
What's his name?
that's
Cooper.
gonna be the beginning
Cooper-
at the
Cooper-
beginning of the draft.
Cooper Flag.
Flag.
They're trying to
Yeah,
get
there you
Cooper
go.
Flag.
That's his name.
They're
Yep.
trying to get that boy. Cause him and Montes played together before. And then that getting that duo would be tough though.
Yeah.
We getting Cooper
Well,
Flag
I-
and Montes.
But I mean, okay, that's fine. You saw what what's up? What they went came from Illinois last year, got in that trouble. He played.
I know you're talking about. I forgot his
know what
name.
you're talking about.
I know you're talking about.
God dog it. This dude dunked us some ugly.
Oof.
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
he dunked us some ugly
Oh, yeah.
yesterday. The day before last. We got to start developing players, but we got to have a team strategy. Right now, in my opinion, the Bulls does not have an identity. We don't know what works for us. Every night we're going out to see. 1 minute it's Kobe White. Next minute, Williams is trying to do something. We don't have an identity.
I don't think Vukovic fits the system that they trying to run.
He
either.
started out
He
really
started
good.
good. but I
He
don't
started out really good playing inside out.
Right.
But now he's reverted back to shooting them threes again.
Was it Terrence Shannon?
Shannon.
Terrence
This
Shannon
dude
Jr.
dunked us some ugly when he got in the game. I wanted him, to be honest with you. I wanted, and he was available during the draft. When we drafted, we could have got him. This boy is a beast.
But would you have passed up Montes for him
I believe Montes would have still been there.
for a later pick? What pick did we draft?
I know.
I think Montes. I think Montes would have been gone. I think
he would have been gone.
He would have been taken.
Yeah, we had to get Montez. We had to get him.
I think he was the best option.
All right, y'all. It's 12 o'clock, man. Listen, y'all. Listen. NSP Sports Talk Chicago. We had a great session today. Bears, we predict them to come out the winners tomorrow. We'll see. My hopes are there, but I'm not getting my hopes up, especially after the last 2 weeks, man. So with that being said, y'all, listen. Y'all have a great week. Be watching tomorrow. I'll be in church, but I ain't recording the game. It seems like every time I record it, they lose. So I'm just going to have to catch the score, right? So y'all have a great day. Until next time, amen. Y'all have a great time. This is NSP Sports Talk Chicago, not so professional. We ain't claiming to be nobody's professional. It's just a couple of guys shooting the breeze. All right, we'll holler at y'all.